Yo, what's up, guys? We're gonna be doing a governor delete on this 212cc. This is a Predator engine. I believe it should be the same for the 196cc, the one that comes stocks on like mini bikes and stuff. But let's get to it. So now opening the box, this is how your engine should look. What a beauty! Looks very good. So this engine, I had a go-kart. It's posted on my channel also. The guy that I sold the go-kart to, his kid wanted more power. Keep in mind, his kid is about to be 4 years old. So he does want me to ungovern this engine for him and put it on the go-kart. To start, we're gonna take off this bolt. I think it's 3, this bolt. And the bolt down there. It should be an 8mm. Also, for these right here, for the cover, there's one right here, another one right there, another one right there, and another one right there. Those are all 8mm, so we're gonna do that first. With the pull start off, that's how it should look. Just take off the 4 bolts in the corners for this cover. So now taking off your pull start and your side cover, you are gonna have your switch on and off, still connected. Your ground will be over here. It goes in the back, touching straight frame. And then your power, you just pull it and it should take off. So for your power, I believe this is the main power source for your switch. And this one is going to be for the oil sensor. You're not going to need the oil sensor one, only this one. But you do have to disconnect both. So that right there is your oil sensor. That like allows the engine. So like if it's tipped over or whatever, it allows the engine to turn off. That way you don't get gas everywhere or whatever. We're not gonna need this, so all it is just take off that bolt, and then I believe just snap this. That should be an 8mm also. So now that your oil sensor is off, that's how it looks snapped. With this switch, I was wrong. This one is the main power to your switch, and this is the one for the oil sensor, and then this one will go to the back. I do have a separate video on my channel of how to connect the kill switch on a mini bike or go-kart, so make sure to check that out. All right, so now we're gonna be taking off that bolt right there. It is gonna be a 19mm, and you don't have to take off your carburetor. It's just that I was gonna upgrade to a performance carburetor and oil filter, but the guy that brought the engine bought the wrong performance stuff, so I'll just be using the stock airbox, so don't worry about this. But take off that bolt, 19mm. So now the engine should look like this. Now with the hammer, just hit it around this area. You can hit it on the sides, but I found that if you hit it straight up here, it will come loose and it will just take off. No, you won't damage it. So now taking that off, that's the pin we're gonna be getting to. But now to the other side. So now instead of going to the other side, I'm gonna take off the gas tank. Is this bolt right here, right over here, touching the frame. And then is this nut and that nut. I already took these off, but just take that one off. And they're all 3 are 8mm. This is your fuel line. It is clipped on by this like clip. This engine was brand new, so I don't have gas, but it is connected to this little white little piece. So now we'll be taking this little linkage apart. This bolt right here, it is a 10mm. So now from the carburetor part, just take this little metal piece off, this little spring off, and there's this spring also right here. That's connected to this right here. Just take all of that off. So now taking off the little arm, you gotta take off this little pin, and this will drop down. Doesn't matter if it drops down or not, but you're gonna be taking that off. So now on the other side, you're just gonna take off these bolts right here. This one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And it will open the whole back piece. It should be 10mm all around. So now you take off the back lid. Should look something like that. And like that. This engine did have a little bit of oil, but it's not that bad. So now inside the engine, that's the oil sensor. We're gonna snap it from like right there. And then there's bolts. I believe those are, there's one right there, one right there. I believe those are 8 mils. So that's the oil sensor we did take off. 2 bolts, and then just cut that off. So that right there, that's your cam. This engine has a metal cam or aluminum cam, which is really good. I think the 224s come with a plastic cam. But as you can see, the little dot for the cam is all the way over here. And the dot for this is all the way over there. I don't think that will line up. So either way, you do have to take it off, but we can just align it later. So now the cam's out. And that little thing right there, I did take out this little plastic from like right there. Fuck. Now we just gotta take off the arm and that little gear in the back. So now that we did shift all the gears inside, what I like to do, I like to cut the tip of it with a grinder, just so it'll come out easy. And then all you gotta do is just take off that little thing right here. So something like that. So now the little gear, the pin, and the little arm are off. This little gear doesn't allow the engine to rev up a certain RPM. So now it should get all the RPMs. Should look something like that. With the hole on top. Be careful with your gaskets. There's one right there. These gaskets may stay stuck on the engine block, so just make sure to take them off. So now with the bolts in, that's how it should look. Now just put everything back together, side cover to start. Okay, now with the cam on, those are the 2 dots I was talking about. Those are supposed to be aligned just like that. And then for that pin right there, I would say from here, you could stick like an extension. Or I use this ratchet right here. I use this ratchet. You just put it in and just smack it with a hammer on the head. And it should come out. Just be careful so you won't break the wall, because that little wall right there by the nut is very sensitive. But that's how the cam and the gear should look. So now with this little cover back on, make sure to torque those bolts really tight. And now you're done with the back, just go to the front now. Now with the front, you're gonna put this back on. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Which I could. Probably not even pointing at it. But it's on. With that on, now just put this on. The fans first, then this, then the bolt. So now with the flywheel on, you do want to torque that bolt really good. You don't want your flywheel to go flying on you or you're ripping down the street. What I would say was take off this spring and this bolt. They are connected right here. And then loosen this bolt right here so this is not tight. But don't loosen it too much where that's like about to fall off. Just like that, that's fine. Now this is everything we took off, all the linkage and stuff. So now with the side cover on and the pull start, I like to leave it with this thing up. That way it's just easier to pull. But you should be done. Just put your gas tank back on. Remember, it's 2 nuts and it's the bolt that's connected right there. So I'll be all for this video, guys. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos like this.